testimony full of tears, the first accuser who claims actor Danny Masterson raped her takes the stand today.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
Celebrities had all sorts of different reactions to the verdict in Danny Masterson's trial. Today, we're going to dive into the most interesting and standout responses from the public regarding his guilty verdict and 30-year prison sentence. Some of these reactions are so intriguing that they even have reactions of their own. Stay tuned to our channel for the scoop. Starting off with Deborah Jo Rupp. Remember one of co-stars of Danny Masterson, Deborah Jo Rupp, who still rocks the mom role on That 90s Show, had quite the reaction to his verdict. She's the lovable, cheerful mom on screen, and her response was as intriguing as her character. Rupp, like several other co-stars, penned a letter to the judge, asking for a more forgiving sentence for Masterson. Some of these letters ended up in the public eye. In her letter, Rupp showed her respect for the law, but also defended Masterson, calling him respectful and kind. What's truly heartwarming is that she mentioned that if the roles were reversed, Masterson would do the same for her. It's a glimpse into the connections that actors form, even off-screen, and it adds an extra layer to the story. In a quirky twist of events, just after Danny Masterson's sentencing, the famous comedian Amy Schumer found herself in the midst of some online drama. She had unintentionally posted a humorous picture of Nicole Kidman in an awkward sitting position at the US Open and playfully poked fun at it. However, some folks didn't take it lightly and criticized her for being unkind. In response to this, Schumer swiftly deleted the post. At the same time, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis were making headlines for their public apologies. Seizing the moment, Schumer decided to add her own unique twist to the situation. She posted a humorous apology saying, "I'll be reaching out to That 70s Show cast to write letters advocating for my forgiveness." But even this post didn't stick around for long. When you're a celebrity of Schumer's caliber, every online move you make is closely watched, making the story all the more intriguing. Taryn Manning, best recognized for her role as an incarcerated character on Orange is the New Black, didn't hold back her thoughts after Danny Masterson received a 30-year prison sentence. Manning passionately defended her friend, claiming that he had just made a mistake, even though the legal system had found him guilty at least twice. Even more fervently, she criticized the public for what she saw as continuous crucifixion of Masterson, pleading with people to let him and others be. In an Instagram video caption, Manning also took issue with Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, accusing them of backpedaling in their apology video. It's a passionate stance and an interesting perspective on the situation. On That 70s Show, Red, Kitty's husband, comes across as strict and not very emotional. But interestingly, the actor who plays Red, Kurtwood Smith, wrote a letter to the judge that was quite similar to Deborah Jo Rupp's. Smith also said good things about Danny Masterson's character, mentioning that he treated all the women on the show, both the cast and the crew, with respect. This is a big difference from the accusations against Masterson. It's essential for all of us to have friends who can vouch for our good qualities, but that doesn't tell the whole story. Especially when we're trying to balance someone's outward personality with their actions, it can be a complex situation. At number 6, we have Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, who were co-stars on That 70s Show, have faced some of the harshest criticism for their support of Danny Masterson's character. Much of the backlash is linked to how they handled it. Like others, Kutcher and Kunis wrote letters vouching for Masterson's character. Kutcher didn't consider Masterson an ongoing harm to society, and Kunis even described him as an outstanding older brother figure. However, after Masterson's sentencing, the couple posted an apology video. They said that the letters were never intended to be made public, and they apologized for potentially re-traumatizing the victims. Unfortunately, the public response to the video wasn't any kinder. Many people criticized the couple for not apologizing for writing the letters in the first place. It's a challenging situation that has stirred up strong reactions. Throughout this challenging time, Danny Masterson's wife, the actor and model Bijou Phillips, stood firmly by his side, offering her unwavering support. While Phillips hasn't spoken out about the sentence yet, she also wrote a letter to the judge. As expected, her letter emphasized Masterson's role as a life-saving partner and a devoted father to their daughter Fiona, born in 2014. Phillips stressed how much she and Fiona rely on Masterson, a sentiment also shared by Masterson's brother Jordan. Despite these concerns about Masterson's absence, Judge Olmedo still believed the charges were serious enough to warrant the maximum sentence. It highlights the complexity of personal relationships and legal judgments in this case. Number 4 on our list is Christina Ricci. Responding to controversy can be effectively done by sharing important lessons that can be drawn from the situation. That's precisely what actor Christina Ricci did, and she didn't need to mention any names. Shortly after Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis posted their apology video, Ricci took to Instagram. She shared the idea that people we consider friends can sometimes do harmful things in secret. Even though we may want to defend their character based on what we know, it's essential to listen to those who may have experienced a different side of them. In a nutshell, Ricci's message was, believe victims. It's a powerful reminder about the importance of empathy and understanding in these situations. The Danny Masterson case is deeply intertwined with the Church of Scientology, to which Masterson has been a long-time member. Another actor, Lee Remini, who was once affiliated with the church but left in 2013, has become a vocal critic of its alleged wrongdoing. She produced a documentary series that investigated the church, with one episode focusing on Masterson. During the sentencing, Lee Remini was present and, as expected, shared her relief on the social media platform, now known as X. She expressed her relief that Masterson is now off the streets. She praised the courage of Masterson's accusers while also criticizing the church for its alleged cover-up of the offenses. It's a complex and controversial issue involving both the legal system and religious organizations. Cedric Bixler-Zavala, the lead singer of the band The Mars Volta, has been married to actor and model Chrissy Carnell Bixler since 2009. Chrissy Carnell Bixler is one of the women who accused Danny Masterson, although that particular charge didn't lead to a conviction. However, Bixler-Zavala has been publicly critical of Masterson since 2017 when he first accused Masterson of assaulting his wife. After Masterson's sentencing, Bixler-Zavala took to Instagram to express his gratitude to the people who played a role in securing the verdict. He mentioned Judge Charlene Olmedo and Lee Remini as well. He then teased that he's working on a post listing people he doesn't appreciate. It's expected that Masterson's name will be right at the top of that list if such a post does appear. This highlights the emotional and personal aspect of the case and the impact it has had on those involved. Lastly, we have Ashley Hinshaw. Since Danny Masterson's verdict, there has been some online discussion about his That 70s Show co-star Topher Grace. In the past, there were anecdotes suggesting that Grace wasn't particularly social with the other actors behind the scenes. Some people have even commended him for not writing a letter seeking leniency for Masterson in the court. While Topher Grace hasn't made a public response to the verdict, his wife, fellow actor Ashley Hinshaw, did. In an Instagram story, Hinshaw reached out to victims of assault, acknowledging their experiences even though most of society tends to focus more on what will happen to the perpetrator. In a case tied to such high-profile celebrities, this perspective carries even more weight. And there you have it. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We appreciate your support. Now, here's a question for you to answer in the comments. What's your take on the celebrity reactions in the Danny Masterson case? We'd love to hear your thoughts.